Good morning and welcome to the Mayor's Weekly News Conference. Today we will announce a donation to the Shriners Hospital for Children, an initiative called Close Before You Doze, job openings with both the U.S. Census and Bliley Technologies, and a People's Supper update. And I'll turn it over to the Mayor.
Thanks, Renee, and good morning, everyone. It's another beautiful day here in Erie, Pennsylvania. We're going to begin today with a check presentation from the Erie Fire Department to the Shriners Hospital for Children. I invite firefighter David Douse to come up and explain. Also, I invite Michael Widrick and David Schumacher from the Shriners to join us, as well as Fire Chief Guy Santone. So if you could all come up here with me. And Trevor, you're on.
Thank you, Mayor.
You want me to hold that for you? Or?
Please.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Trevor Doss. I'm a firefighter with the City of Erie. And about a year ago, we started a project to create a firefighter calendar, just to get a new fundraiser going to benefit a nice local charity that does a lot of good work. And we settled on Shriners Hospitals for Children. It's a local charity. They do great work in the area, and it benefits local children as well as children all over the United States. So I'd like to thank everyone that helped with that project, Diane Crandall, Jeremy Cannell, and all the extra brave firefighters who posed for the calendar. And on behalf of the Erie Firefighters Local 293, I'd like to present this check for $4,300 to Shriners Hospitals for Children of Erie.
Would you like to say anything for Shriners?
Yeah.
Here.
So yeah, Trevor came to us, a year ago almost, with this crazy idea to do a calendar. And at first, we thought about it, we weighed the pros and cons, and we said, yeah, why not? Let's do it, let's try it. And it was a really fun fundraiser. We had a great time working with the fire department and everything, the events they had to sell the calendars and all that. And for those who don't know, we do care for over 10,000 kids a year here in Erie, from a pretty big region. People come down from Canada, up from Maryland, and as far over as Michigan to come here in Erie to receive treatment. And it's our goal to provide the highest orthopedic care, and we do that regardless of a family's ability to pay. So donations like this are so huge and directly go to supporting our mission. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Trevor, and thanks to everyone who bought a calendar. I'm excited the firefighters were able to donate this $4,300 to Shriners Hospital to aid them in the great work they do with children. The Shriners Hospital for Children provides comprehensive care. Some of the orthopedic conditions most commonly treated at Shriners Hospital right here in Erie include clubfoot, congenital dislocated hips, hand and hip disorders, limb deficiencies, leg length discrepancies, metabolic bone disease, neuromuscular disorders, orthopedic issues such as cerebral palsy, skeletal growth abnormalities, spina bifida, and scoliosis. In fact, my wife and my daughter Jody was having trouble learning to walk when she was young, and she was actually evaluated at Shriners Hospital for scoliosis and also for her walking gait. So I've personally experienced the great work that you do there. Thank you very much. Shriners Hospital medical staff also consists of orthopedic surgeons, pediatricians, anesthesiologists, and other specialists as well. The medical center is also a teaching facility for resident education and postgraduate training. We're lucky to have Shriners Hospital here in Erie. Thanks again for everything you did, and thanks to the firefighters. Next, you may have seen TV commercials for Close Before You Doze. Today, Fire Chief Guy Santone will explain the campaign. In addition, the chief will share where the public can get free smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors right here in Erie. Chief Santone.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning. The two main things that you can do to survive a house fire is, number one, have working smoke detectors in your house. And a really close second is making sure your bedroom door is closed when you go to sleep at night. Now, I know a lot of people probably don't sleep with their bedroom door closed. Probably nobody does. But studies show that the majority of the people that do die in a house fire do so between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. So, because what happens is, the smoke and the fire nowadays, with all the synthetics and the plastics, the fire burns hotter, the smoke is much more toxic. So if you had a fire in your house and you had your bedroom door closed, outside in the hallway, the temperature could be 1,000 degrees, but in your bedroom it would only be like 100 degrees. That'll buy you that extra couple minutes you're gonna need to get out the window or wait for us to rescue you. So I know it's a challenge to learn how to do that, but please try to practice and going to sleep with your bedroom door closed. It'll make a big difference, because we wouldn't push this if we didn't think it would make a difference. The second thing is smoke detectors. We all know how they save lives. A few months ago, we purchased 4,000 smoke detectors, and we're giving them away free to anybody that needs them, that owns a home. They're up at Marsh Street. They're going like hotcakes. We have about 2,000 left. So if anybody is in need of a smoke detector that owns their own home, feel free to go up and we'll give you 2 for free. The ones we purchased this time, we always buy top-of-the-line smoke detectors, but these are like a new generation smoke detector. They're a combination of ionization and full electric. They detect both kinds of fires, the fast-moving fires, like your grease fires, and your smoldering fires, like your cigarette fires. So it covers both of those. What's even better, this is also a carbon monoxide detector, so it has everything in it. So you're covered every which way you can. So, again, please go up and get them if you need them. Once these are gone, these 4,000, we started this program back in 2006. Since then, with these 4,000, we will have given away 25,000 of them for free for the citizens of the city and the surrounding area. So, do yourself and do your family a favor. Get some working smoke detectors and close before you doze. Thank you.
Thanks, Chief. And Chief, I have to confess, I am guilty of sleeping with my bedroom door open, but I'm going to talk to Rhonda about changing that starting tonight. Thanks for all you're doing to protect the people in Erie from fires with initiatives like Close Before You Doze and the program for free smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. We encourage all residents to pick up your free detectors at the Fire Prevention and Investigation Unit office, which is located at 311 Marsh Street, and they're open from 9 a.m. to noon and 1 to 3:30 Monday through Friday. The smoke detectors are there waiting for you. Next, my team and I are on a mission to get the people in the Erie region to understand the large quantity of good jobs that are available right here in the Erie region. Today, we want to alert residents to 2 opportunities for employment. The first is the U.S. Census Bureau is gearing up and getting ready to hire hundreds of people to help obtain an accurate count for the upcoming 2020 census. The Bureau is hiring a variety of temporary jobs, including census takers, recruiting assistants, office staff, and supervisory staff. To be eligible, you must be at least 18 years of age, you have to have a valid Social Security number, and you have to be a U.S. citizen. Here to explain more is Sean Silman, the Partnership Specialist with the U.S. Department of Commerce, Bureau of Census. Sean?
Thank you, Mayor. So with the census coming up in 2020, the navigation to the website is going to be 2020census.gov/jobs. Census Bureau is looking to hire as many people as we can here in Western Pennsylvania, from Pittsburgh up through Erie, over to Warren. We're looking at hiring roughly 9,000 people, and in the jobs that the mayor explained. Excuse me. We're looking for bilingual employees as well, especially in the cities. So if people fit the criteria for, being 18 years of age or U.S. citizen and bilingual, we really are looking for bilingual people. The jobs are going to be worked part-time or full-time. This is a good opportunity for people like school teachers or people who want to come in and earn extra money after work. We're starting off salary at $16 an hour. It is considered a part-time job, but it could be worked up to 40 hours a week. So they're going to be coming in waves. First wave is we're hiring right now. We're looking for employees right now to start in the summertime. Then it's going to carry into the second wave in the spring of early 2020, and then into the summer of 2020 and ending in the fall of 2020. So again, anybody looking for a job, we're looking to hire as many people as we possibly can. We're excited, to be working with the city, the county. We're working at the county level. We're also, this is not just for Erie, this is Erie, Crawford, Warren, Forest, anywhere in this area. Please go to the website and, hopefully we can employ as many people as we possibly can. Thank you.
Thanks, Sean. We really appreciate you being here today, and we look forward to working with you as well. Anyone interested in applying for a job or learning more, as Sean said, should go to 2020census.gov/jobs. An accurate count in the 2020 census is critically important for the future of Erie. The 2020 census will impact federal and state funding and grant funding that flows into Erie over the next 10 years. The second place there are good family-sustaining job openings is Bliley Technologies Incorporated. Here to tell us about these jobs is Keith Shefchek, the CEO and director, and also with Keith is Dave Pilatus, Vice President of Operations.
Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate the opportunity to come and speak. Bliley Technologies has been in the community since the 1931. 85 years of great technologies have been created here in Erie, Pennsylvania. Dave and I have joined the company 3 years ago. We started a mission to pivot the company into a high-tech sector. They were living in a high-tech sector, but we've kind of created some opportunities in the global marketplace. Recently, we've just launched satellites with a company that we can't disclose, but those satellites are now a part of a 900 satellite mission. We'll continue to be manufacturing that process or those products on West Grandview Avenue. We've also got some other interesting opportunities that are coming down the pipe. So to prepare for this growth and to be dedicated in the high-tech sector here in Erie, Pennsylvania, we are looking for engineers, we are looking for management, mid-level professional management level positions, and production workforce positions. Things deal with soldering, electronics, hand building of assemblies, all the way to engineering, RF engineering, to electrical engineering, electronics engineering. We've got a whole list of job openings. They're on our website, and you can visit our website at www.bliley.com/careers, and you'll see a list there, and that will be updated constantly. You can apply for jobs right there on that website, and we'll reach out to you guys. Appreciate the opportunity. Thank you. Thanks, Mayor.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much, Keith and Dave. Really appreciate you being here, sharing that information. One of the elements of our vision for the city of Erie is that we celebrate an abundance of good family-sustaining jobs. As Keith said, Bliley has 8 such jobs available right now, and all you have to do is go to, as Keith said, www.bliley.com/careers to learn about those. Next, I want to talk a little bit about the People's Supper, just to give you an update on that. We recently engaged in 2 more affinity suppers of the People's Supper series. The first one was on February 25th. It was the Hispanic American Affinity Group. And the last night, we were with the White American Group. Both nights were very moving experiences that helped us to make Erie a place where racism and prejudice will no longer exist, a place where every individual is accepted for the unique value that they bring to our community. The People's Supper, just to review a little bit, is a national organization that's done this over 1,200 times across the country over the last several years. We have a series of 8 suppers that are planned. They started January 17th and will conclude around mid-year. There are 4 groups we have participating. There's a group of African Americans, a group of Hispanic Latino Americans, a group of New Americans, and a group of White Americans. These groups are discussing how we can make Erie a wonderful place for every resident of Erie. The discussions are proceeding very well, and I really look forward to some exciting announcements in mid-year of some new initiatives that we can take along this line. To conclude today's press conference, I just want to mention 2 other items. First, members of my team and I enjoyed the opportunity to see the great exhibit at Erie Rise Academy last Thursday. In honor of Black History Month, the students there embarked on a research project of accomplishments of African Americans. In addition to several national figures like Barack Obama, Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King Jr., and Frederick Douglass, The students also showcased the accomplishments of many local African-American business people, community leaders, artists, and musicians who had a major impact on Erie. We recognized many of these leaders on our social media throughout the month of February, and it was moving to see the illustrations of them and the presentations of their contributions over at Erie Rise. In addition, they also collected memorabilia and created a display to honor R. Benjamin Wiley for his many contributions to our community. It was a very moving experience. I thank Terry Lang, who's the CEO of Erie Rise, for his leadership in this. Finally, next Wednesday, March 13th, at Junior's Last Laugh, I'll be performing stand-up comedy to benefit the Mental Health Association Warming Center and NAMI of Erie County in their 3rd annual Laughter in the Limelight. Mill Creek Supervisor John Groh organizes this event, and other participants besides John and myself include Tierra Braddock, Lyle Cook, John Last, Kristen Nielsen, David Walter, Kathy Fatika, and Dean Pepicello. If you're interested in attending, email Pat Stuck at pstuck, that's P-S-T-U-C-K-E, at mhanp.org. Tickets are $20 per person. The kitchen opens at 5:30 and the show will start at 7. Some of those that saw me in last year's show said they'd never be able to look at me the same way again. The only person who didn't think everything I said was funny was my wife, Rhonda. I have a feeling I'm going to get into more trouble this year as well. So that wraps up today's press conference. Thanks very much for being here.